I'm Jim Meyer, and I'm the executive director and founder of a nonprofit called Trails for All. Started here in Orange County as the Trails Council of Orange County way back in 1992. At that time we were a collection of mountain bicycle clubs, equestrian groups, the Saddleback Mountain Trail Builders section of the Sierra Club, and some trail running organizations. And we coalesced around the idea of trail work. It was a time back in the late 80s, early 90s when the mountain bicyclists and the hikers and the equestrians were having big territorial battles all around the country. They wouldn't speak to each other. But here in Orange County, we all came together and used trail work as the common ground. In the mid-90s, about 1997, we incorporated, we became a 501c3, took the name Trails for All, and we were asked about a beach cleanup project. And I said, well, you know, we're trails now, I don't do beaches. And again, it was for a corporate group. And I called the lady back a couple days later and I said, wait a minute, how would you all like to clean the beach at Featherly Park? And I got the kind of response, and I said, well, think about it. I said, if we clean the beach at Featherly Park, or if we clean the trail at Featherly Park, we're keeping that trash from reaching the beach, and you won't have so far to drive. And it wasn't a serious idea at the time. It was just sort of a off the top of my head thing. But I looked at it and I thought, well, wait a minute, Orange County has 5 supervisors. Why don't we do a project in each of the 5 supervisorial districts? So in 1997, in partnership with California Coastal Cleanup Day, Trails for All did what at the time we called our non-coastal cleanups. The idea really took hold. That year we only had a small number of volunteers, maybe 135, but the idea stuck. And by the next year we grew, and then we continued to grow. In, I think it was about 2004, we grew out of Orange County working on projects up the Santa Ana River watershed into Riverside and out as far as Redlands. The event now has grown to the point where we do typically 30 projects a year. We work in 5 Southern California counties: Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, and one lonely little project up in Kern County that one of my ex-board members does at her ranch. Our volunteers have picked up 1.5 million pounds of trash since we started keeping records in 1997. So it's become a very significant part of what Trails for All does. We're a huge player. We pioneered the concept of intercoastal and watershed cleanups that have now taken over the state.
My name is Becky Holland. I'm Greenwich Orange County board member from Bellwood, Pennsylvania. And one of the ways I contribute to our chapter is I make the jewelry for our shop called artforgreenwich.com. And I'd like to introduce you to my current project called Something Old, Something New. This project was inspired by 2 women who taught me the value of upcycling items, my mother, Marilyn, and my late stepmother, Virginia. They both felt, why throw something in the trash that will eventually go to the landfill and pollute our environment even further when you can reuse it and make something else out of it? I'm going to take this old bead necklace and transform it into a pair of earrings. I did do a pair earlier. This is what the finished project looks like. So I'm going to create another project using the same beads. I first got involved with Greenwich by buying items on the first Art for Greenwich shop, and then I wanted to try and do something on my own to help out. So I started making keychains. And then for the third Greenwich shop, I graduated to making jewelry with a lot of encouragement from our president, Lisa, and our board members, Sharon and Brianne. So now I make necklaces, earrings, and bracelets that are all featured on the shop. And all of the money from the shop goes to Greenwich Orange County, and we use it to help our nonprofits: Trails for All, Environment and Nature Center, and Back to Native. So first we had something new. And now we have something new. And working with Greenwich has given me a greater respect for our environment. I'm hoping that I can raise awareness of Greenwich up here in the East Coast and eventually have a few chapters here.